Every Aboriginal nation has their own creation stories and their own spirit fathers. For Andy, seeing the eagle, she doesn't quite know what it means, but what it does for her, it's nature, it's the world, it's country talking to her, it's country calling her home, it's country wanting her to connect, country wanting her to sit still, listen, observe. I met this Indigenous woman today, and she asked me who my mob was. And she said, if you don't know who your mob are, you don't know who you are. We got a wonderful welcome to country from Auntie Jo, and she was a big fan of mine from Wentworth, so I didn't sort of know that till a little bit later. It was beautiful, and as we hugged when we went outside, we're outside the tent, and we hugged and just sort of connected as First Nations women. Bundjil the Eagle floated up out of the valley. There was two of them. She said, oh, this is all good. So she felt good, and I felt good when you see those signs, you know, of because that's the spirit father of down here in Victoria. So it was a double welcome to country when the land starts to talk to you. When I was part of the writing process in the very, very early stages, consulting and looking at what story we could find for Andy, who is First Nations, I sort of said I'd done some research because I'd done my film, Drover's Wife, The Legend of Molly Johnson, up in the high country on New South Wales side, so I was doing some research. And there was dingoes, the alpine dingo, very prominent in Victoria. And when you read up what it meant for Indigenous people, and that were like a companion, a protector. So Andy, once again, through a dream at first, this dingo appears, and of course not knowing you know, the connection or what it means, the first thing is fear. And as she progresses through the story, she connects with it, but being told by Owen, played by Aaron Patterson, what it means.
Oh, they're just making sure that you stay out of trouble, or trouble stays away from you. Dingoes are good. They're protectors.
And then she looks at that dingo differently, and then of course she discovers that that is her mother. Her mother's spirit comes to her to protect her in the form of the dingo. So it was really special, it's beautiful.
So what spooked the horse? The storm?
It wasn't the storm.
Was it a tree or something?
It's going to sound crazy, but something was out there. I don't know what the hell it was, but it sounded big, real big. I'm starting to think it's that bloody yowie I keep hearing about. The yowie nowadays is very universal. You know, there's various forms, Bigfoot, Yeti, the yowie, the bunyip is another version. That lends itself to another Indigenous element, but it's more the scary side, I guess, of that the mystery thriller element, a bit of not horror.
Could be. Old people say the yowie is caretaker for country. Been here since the beginning. Mostly keeps to himself. Maybe the storm stirred him up.
You don't believe that, do you?
Oh, I've seen things that I can't explain.
And it just adds, I guess, an element of tension to the thriller aspect and the murder mystery of could it be a yowie that's taking these people and causing them to go missing.
Oh, this is Auntie Gladys. Auntie, this is Sergeant Whitford. She's a new copper in town. She's investigating those missing people.
The wirrk-wirrk took them.
Marcia Gardner, a writer and showrunner, when she was researching the story and looking at the Aboriginal line, you know, she discovered on the Taungurung's website the story of the old woman who stole the children. It sort of fits in to the narrative of the mystery behind the murders and what's going on in that area. I guess it's a warning story, one of the older elders said, and it is a warning for Andy.
Mai wa wirrk-wirrk. There
was this old woman. She stole the children. She was hideous and wicked. And she lived in the bush, not far from here. She used to find and keep the little boys and girls that wandered away from the camp.
Papila tanu
So the
maman
Kulin,
murup.
they were very sad. So they asked their spirit father, Bundjil, Eagle-creator, to bring the children back.
Owen's auntie gifts a story to Andy, but to Andy it doesn't make sense. It's just a story. She's not sure what she's supposed to do with it, but it's almost a prediction of where her journey will go and what she discovers. So I thought that was really really smart of Marcia to put that in, because then it's uniquely Australian because it's Indigenous stories being woven into a mystery thriller, but there's also another element of that weave through Andy personally, connecting it to it as an Indigenous person.
I mean, a lot of people think our dreaming stories are just yarns, but they're more than that. They're lessons. Sometimes they're warnings.
And what was beautiful is when we went to the Taungurung elders committee, they were really, they were happy that we were very respectful in approaching them and asking for permission, and they loved the idea. They said the more we can get our stories out there, the more we're giving an understanding of who we are as Indigenous people by sharing our stories.